Want to see me not upload for 3 months? Want to see me do it again? Hey guys, how you doing? It's me, it's Sean, or Bombboy123, that one random UIM that you hopefully are still subscribed to. It's been a while. That's an understatement. I guess I kind of, unintentionally just took the second half of this year off, One couple weeks go by, it turns into a couple months, and then here we are at almost the end of the year. And I've had one video in the last 6 months. There's a lot of reasons for that. The most common one is probably just like I think I can't say I didn't get burnt out of RuneScape. Like clearly I wasn't prioritizing it, but like I wasn't angry or having negative feelings towards it. I was just playing a bunch of other stuff, and that kind of steamrolls into like feeling like you finally play a different game and beat it, and then that feels good to start another game. There are a lot of games coming out I was excited about, a lot of things and whatnot, updates for already, not just new games too. So there was a lot going on. I was having a good time. I'm not just hasn't been miserable for the last 6 months. So that's good. But I have not been doing a lot for RuneScape. And I figured I got to the point where I couldn't just upload the next video in the UIM series and just pretend like nothing was had happened. I probably should do an update, if nothing else for my own sanity, because I do have a video done. I actually have 2 videos done right now for the UIM series, and I'm going to upload one of them in just a few days after this one goes up. But I wanted to just make this little quick update to say what's been going on, and also to warn you that video is going to be very out of date as far as some of the things I talk about, and then the updates happening in the game and whatnot, and where I was. So be prepared for that. But I also I was doing stuff. I haven't just been away from RuneScape for 6 months. I still was doing things here or there. I'm at Guardians of the Rift right now, and we are apparently on the losing team. Holy cow. I just got back from work, and there's 12 people in this world, and we're gonna lose. So I'm gonna go to a different world, I think, because this is a loss. This world has enough people for me to turn Entity Hider on, so let's hope it goes a little better. Entity Hider on and public chat off. That's what you gotta do at Guardians of the Rift. But yeah, let's hope that this one goes better than the last round. But anyway, what am I doing next? Like I said, I got 2 videos coming out soon that are gonna, that will bring us up to the timeline. The timeline will be in sync at that point. My last video ends with just a clip I recorded today. So that is today is November 18th of the year 2024. So it's 4 in the morning for November 18th. So I guess the clip was yesterday, the 17th. But that means Leagues 5 is coming out in 10 days, just about. So just over a week. And I wasn't super, it was a weird thing of I was gonna plan on play some of that and hopefully have it rekindle my spark to do something that wasn't just AFK for this account. But that kind of already happened. I talk about that in one of my videos. I'm really pumped up to move on away from. I feel like I've just been in I have just been in freaking AFK skilling grind for months, and I'm ready to make RuneScape more of a focus and do some stuff. And that focus is going to be Slayer. We got 95 Slayer the last time we were training it. It's time to start the Hydra grind. Araxor came out too, although I think I've heard that Araxor can't be offered by Konar, so it might not be able to do it while we're doing the Hydra grind, but I have to look into that more. But that's what we're going to be doing at some point. I am planning on playing the League just because it sounds really, really fun so far, the things they've revealed and whatnot. I'm doing Guardians of the Rift bad, by the way, because I'm talking. This is what I get for trying to do a live commentary, but I want to do it raw. But Leagues 5 looks really, really fun. They've only been 5 or 6 days of reveals, but just it sounds cool. So I think I'm gonna try and do what I always say I'm gonna do, and sometimes don't really ever do. But I'd like to try and do it to prepare for content I could be doing. I'd like to try and use it to prepare for content I could be doing, which in this case, I think the biggest things are going to be Hydra, even though I've already have a little experience from the last league of doing Hydra, or maybe it was the league before that, just dipping my toes in that. Hydra isn't too terrible to learn with the Bofa method, which is what I'd be using. I think, unless there's a better method out there that I could do, but I think that's what I'm going to be using. But it could be nice to, a little less stakes than the UIM, get familiar with that. And then there's a couple of Varlamore bosses that I don't think are that hard, but again, would just like to learn that. and get familiar with it. And then I was thinking of I'm for sure gonna pick Varlamore and Great Kurend, and I was thinking I was gonna do Fremi next because I would like to do DKs. DKs I think just pop up during Slayer tasks. It's a pretty common one to see, I think. But the more I was thinking, the more I was like, oh well, maybe I should do Mauritania, because I think Araxor is in Mauritania. I have to double check that. That'd be a good thing to double check. And then Grotesque Guardians could also just be, even though I've done those before, it would just be fun. Araxor is a big one, just to learn that without having to learn on the UIM. So I'm a little conflicted there. Probably save that for my third region and make up my mind then. But anyway, that's all for stuff in the future. I'd like to make videos on the league. Probably like I'll try and do like a weekly video. I can't do daily. I used to say, I've said in the past that I think it's only worth doing league videos if you can do like basically daily videos, because it's just like so fast, who would care? But I just, having to work and just like, I don't have enough time in the day to do daily videos and play RuneScape and make videos and upload them. It'd be too much. So I'm going to try weekly videos. Hopefully some people are interested. It may just be, if for anything, it'll probably just be an exercise for me to get back in the habit of making videos again, since it's been a while. So I'm going to do that, but I'm going to try and get these 2 videos out before or right around when the league launches. So hopefully I'll have like a little buffer of UIM stuff, then some league stuff, and then back into the UIM full steam. Not gonna make any promises for like uploads a week or anything like that. I have some in my head, of course, that I'd like to keep for myself, but I think the best thing for me is just to try and do it when I can, and just upload whenever I'm ready. I've always wanted to try and keep my videos like shorter, because I feel like 20 minutes just around there is like the perfect time for like a little episode kind of series like this, and I tend to go beyond that sometimes, and it just gets too long. So that could be a good goal for me, which in turn could mean more frequent episodes. But again, it all just comes down to me. There are still games that I want to play. I hope almost done with the new Dragon Age, so then I can move on to or get rid of that and have that out of my conscience, and not feel bad for not playing that right now. But there's other games coming out too. I'm still always just playing a little. There's a new Honkai update I need to get in there and play that. There's I've been playing. I definitely lost 2 or 3 days straight to Brighter Shores when that came out. That's a fun game. That's Andrew Gower, the original creator of RuneScape, his new game. I'm sure you heard about it. Everybody's freaking talking about it. If you know about RuneScape, you know about Brighter Shores. I had my fun with that. Got about 20-30 hours almost in there, and then I'm just kind of AFKing now because that's what you do in that game. I think it's got a lot of promise, but there's almost not even a game there. I'd argue right now, but I do think there's a lot of promise, and I'm curious to see where that would go. But anyway, I hope you guys are doing good. Hopefully you guys are excited for leagues. Let me know if you are, or if not, just like what other concepts have I missed since I've been. I know all of Varlamore Part 2 came out while I was gone. That's kind of when I want to take leagues, so I can, I had a lot of fun going through Varlamore kind of blind Part 1 with my UIM, but I know there's a lot more PVM stuff that got added in Part 2, so I do think it might be nice to be able to, familiarize myself with it and then go through again in the UIM a little more prepared to take on not even just bosses, but even like things like the new Herblore method. I really am curious to check that out, but I'm not sure like what you have to do. And I know obviously it would be pretty easy to learn on the UIM, but it would just be nice to be able to go in after having experienced it in the league, because the league is everything. There's like such low stakes for everything in that. That's honestly maybe one of the biggest reasons I like it, for low stakes, and it does end up being fun, even if I do have a plan or don't have a plan, all that stuff. I'm looking forward to it. I really, really am. I wonder if you guys are too. And hopefully you guys are excited to see some videos. Like I said, I'll have one coming up here in just a couple of days after you're watching this, if anyone is still here. I appreciate you so much if you are. Sorry for taking so long between videos. I wish I could have spent more time. Just like that's how life goes sometimes. You gotta focus on different things for your own sanity. And RuneScape, it's particularly videos, just kind of fell by the side, unfortunately. But I'm of the mindset right now that I'd like to change that. So I've got my fingers crossed that I will keep to that. But anyway, if you watch this one, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully I'll see you back in the regular UIM series here pretty soon. Have a good one.